Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm already excited. I had things prepared to say, but I'm just gonna babble about being excited instead. So
For real, seeing all the chat come in was just making me so excited for this event. I was already seeing so many people I recognize in the chat, and a bunch of people saying it was their first time here. So I'm just in such a good mood.
this has got me excited. I always forget that I do the hello, 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 but there you have it. So,
and I just realized we made a huge mistake.
There it is.
There it is. The classic Global Hack Week return hackers will know. Normally I'm always on the top, but today I'm sharing the PowerPoint. So I thought Ryan deserved to be on top here.
They're gonna riot in chat that we're in different order, but we'll allow it here. Also, this joke is not going to get old this week. The classic Global Hack Week when it's the first ever one. I'm glad you all are already making that joke because Mary and I will be making it as well. So,
yes,
very excited.
I am so excited to be here. But should we jump into it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Cool. Well, welcome everyone. We are so excited to have you all here. This is going to be such a good week. I know we already have questions in the chat about what's going on, and we're about to answer every kind of question you could think of over the next hour or so. So just hold tight. We're going to get you all of the info. But the most important thing is know that we are so excited to have you here. Ryan, I think we should introduce ourselves since a lot of folks at home don't know us. Do you wanna tell everyone a little bit about you?
Absolutely. I am indeed Ryan. I help run our events team here at Major League Hacking. So I help oversee all the folks who work on all of our different events, hackathons, global hack weeks, all sorts of things like that. Just like many of you, this is actually my first ever global hack week. So very excited to be here and looking forward to kind of meeting and reconnecting with all the folks who participate. I do tweet once a global hack week. So if you want to catch that tweet, you can find me at This Is Ryan Swift. How about for you, Mary?
Incredible. My name's Mary. I also work on the events team at MLH. So I work on things like Global Hack Week and the digital hackathons we run on the weekends. A fun fact about me is it's actually also my first Global Hack Week. So we have a lot in common right there. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'm also not a very regular Twitter user, but I love watching what people tweet during Global Hack Week. So I will be using it this week. And please tag me if you're tweeting anything and you want me to see it.
I'm glad to see chat is keeping up with us here as well. It's good to
see. I like this one. We all have a lot in common.
It's true. I'm not going to disagree on that one.
Yeah. Ryan, do you want to tell us a little bit about what Major League Hacking is?
Absolutely. Major League Hacking helps run something we call the Global Hacker Community, and it's our mission to empower hackers just like each and every one of you here today. If you're at Global Hack Week, even if it's your very first hackathon, you are a member of our community, and you're actually part of a group of more than 145,000 hackers that we work with each year at events all over North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and digitally as well, of course. Anytime you attend one of our events, you're actually earning points in our season-wide rankings. At the end of those seasons, we give out these really cool trophies to our top schools and universities. So if you want to earn one of those for your university and school, the best way to earn more points is by bringing your friends to events like Global Hack Week or member event hackathons. And Mary, I think the folks are here for Global Hack Week. Do you want to tell them a little bit about what's going on there?
Yes, of course. So you are here at a Global Hack Week. These are events we run throughout the year. They're week long. I kind of think of them as hacker festivals. So it's a week full of everything you could think of related to being a hacker. So it's a lot more than just coding. It's workshops, it's design, entrepreneurship, kind of everything under the sun hacker related. I do want to address the elephant in the room, though, because we've already seen a bunch of people commenting about this. Local Hack Day, what happened to that? So we've talked a lot about this being our very first Global Hack Week, and it is indeed everyone's very first Global Hack Week. These are what were formerly known as Local Hack Days, and a little bit of a mini history lesson with Local Hack Day. It used to be a one-day event. During the pandemic, we turned it into a week-long global event, and we realized that it just deserved a name change. So if you've been to a local hack day in the past 2 years and you enjoyed it, you're going to love Global Hack Week, because this is just the new name for what those events were. Anything else you want to add in about Local Hack Day, Ryan?
No, I think you nailed it. I think you got it.
Incredible. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what these events actually are, though. So you're at Global Hack Week Share, and this is the third event in a series of these we've been doing throughout the season. So we kicked it off last fall with Local Hack Day Learn, and this event was all about attending workshops and learning new skills throughout the week. We had Local Hack Day Build in January, and that week was all about building projects, kind of hacking things together really quickly. And then now we're here at Global Hack Week Share, and this week is all about demoing and celebrating what you've created. We put these light themes on each of them, but the reality is at each one of these events, you're learning, building, and sharing. So you don't have to have gone to any of the previous events to participate in this one. You just might see that this week we're going to encourage demos a little bit more than maybe we would have at some of these other events. I want to talk a little bit about what the goal is for this week. We want you so much to learn all of the new things and attend all of the workshops and build really cool projects. But the most important thing to us is we really want you to leave feeling like you're part of this community. We want you to, come back to more events and really find a home within the hacking community here. And I know that's a big thing to say. So how are we actually going to make sure you're able to do that? I put together a couple of my big tips to make sure that you feel at home during this event, and you find that community that we really want you to find this week. The first one is I really want you to join a guild. These are just smaller groups within the Global Hack Week community. So it's Discord channels that exist for you to connect with other hackers who have something in common with you. Very, very simple. We'll talk about how to actually join one later on. But this is crucial to making sure that you have that tight-knit group that you can lean on throughout the week and in Global Hack Weeks to come. The next thing I really want you to do this week is making sure that you're attending live sessions. These are where I personally feel like I get the most interaction with the community and where I feel like I'm really able to connect with people here. So make sure you're at these, interacting in the chat. Chat is blowing up right now because it's going to really make you feel like you're part of this. Next one is our Discord. This is where really all of the communication happens throughout the week. So being in the Discord is vital. I haven't made all of the fun channels yet because I wanted to get suggestions live on stream of what fun channels we want to have this week. So if we want to do like another Wordle channel or sharing music channel or pets channel or food channel, I want to hear what y'all are wanting to share this week. And we can add more throughout the week, but this is going to be your space to have those conversations. We'll talk about how to join the Discord later if you're not there already. And finally, the most important one is ask for help. We have such a wonderful community ready and willing to help you. I think that's one of my favorite parts about the people that we bring out to these events. So if you need help, whether it's a technical question, whether it's you just want someone to attend a workshop with you, or whether it's like being confused about where to check in, don't hesitate to reach out. There's a lot of different channels for you to reach out to help in. We're going to talk about those different ones, but just don't hesitate. That's what we're here for. Last thing I'm going to cover really quick is if you're posting on social media, we would love to see what you're doing this week. So make sure you're tagging at ML Hacks everywhere. Use the hashtag Global Hack Week. I'm going to be reposting things on Instagram and Twitter. So make sure you're doing those things so we can see what you're up to. Ryan, I think you're going to tell us a bit about what's happening today.
I certainly am. I think we're going to bounce back and forth here. Our first session, though, I'm actually very excited for. You want to cue me up here? We've got build a Discord bot with friends using AutoCode. Jacqueline's going to be running this. I'm so excited to have Jacqueline. Yeah, there she is. On the other side here, doing a presentation for AutoCode at 1:30 p.m. today. That's going to happen right after this. If this is anything like most opening ceremonies for Global Hack Weeks, we are going to do Q&A right up until this workshop. So just hang out here and you'll get to help, or rather see Jack go through this. If you've never used AutoCode before, she's going to show you how to build the Discord bot really simply in browser, runs on every system, and definitely something I think you'll get a lot of use out of this week. What do we have next, Barry?
And then after that, we're going to have a couple hour break, and then Ethan is going to be here with the first workshop in our Python series. This workshop is going to be so helpful if you're sticking around with us this week, because you can use Python for probably 80% of the challenges we're going to have, if not more. So highly recommend joining him for that at 4 p.m. Eastern time today.
Up next after that, we've got Bob Ross MS Paint with Danielle happening at 11 p.m. Eastern time. If you've never done this mini event before, this is easily my favorite mini event that MLH runs right now. Very, very fun time. You follow along with Bob Ross and do a painting using Microsoft Paint or an equivalent online. If you've never done this before, even if you're not artsy at all, it's a really, really fun time and a great way to take a break from hacking. So definitely come out and join Danielle for this.
Yes, and please post photos of what you created in Discord. I will probably be asleep when this is running, and I want to see those in the morning.
Yeah, first thing when we wake up.
Yes. The next mini event we have going on is Wikipedia races with Ellie. This is such a fun mini event. Basically, you race around to different Wikipedia pages, and you'll go against other hackers and probably against Ellie while you do this. Highly recommend joining for this one as well.
Up next after that, we've got Ritvi doing an embedded systems track. If you're not familiar with what tracks are, we're actually going to talk about them a little bit later on in the presentation here. But this is kind of like a series of live sessions that you can go to that'll kind of progress over the course of the week. So if you wanted to do something that's a little bit more in-depth than some of our other challenges here at Global Hack Week, this is a great way to do that. And this is actually going to kick off at 12 a.m. Eastern time with Ritvi. So really excited to see who all shows up to that, and hope you all have a good time with it.
Yes. And then we have another round of Bob Ross MS Paint. I saw folks in the chat were saying that time did not work for them. The good news is we have another one happening at 4 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So Monday the 4th. Aditi is going to be running it. So 2 opportunities to do some Bob Ross painting this day.
And I feel like normally we say like go to one or the other, but I feel like with Bob Ross, like, you know, if there's anything I'm going to tell you not to sleep for, I feel like it's Bob Ross. Yeah. You should sleep, but I love Bob Ross. That's going to be my one time this week where I say that. So, and then next up here we have ToolioCast with Joe. If you all don't know Joe, he is a awesome community member working with Twilio currently. You're definitely going to want to come out to this at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, that is. You learn a bunch about Twilio here, and I'm seeing people talking about Joe in chat already, so I know there's plenty of excitement around this one. Yes. It's really, really good workshop to attend, and should get a lot out of it.
The fact we have Jacqueline and Joe on day one is like such an amazing start to this event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could not ask for something better. And then our very last event that's going to happen before you come back here for another session like this is going to be Hack with Swift. So Swift is MLH's CEO and co-founder. He's going to be doing a little bit of a hacking session at 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So he's going to take you through how he builds projects himself. This is going to be a really cool event. I'm so excited for it. I hope a bunch of y'all join him there.
And
And
then
then
finally here, finally here, we have Global Hack Week today, but no Ryan tomorrow, which is
yeah.
shocking. We've got Hannah and Mary covering Global Hack Week today, tomorrow. I will be back throughout the rest of the week, though, if you're not. We're just trying to get some other MLHers on stream to meet all of you because it's so fun to be here. So that'll be tomorrow at 12. We'll give you a rundown of everything going on in the day, and definitely recommend coming out to that. You also get a point for showing up to it as well.
Yes, excited to see you all back again tomorrow. And we've had a bunch of people already in chat talking about converting these time zones.
I really like that one.
Through the chat. I made y'all a Google Calendar that has all of the sessions going on this week. So if you go to this link, you can add it to your calendar and then, look through what else you have going on this week and schedule things that way. So please go and add this if that would be helpful for you. Also, you can view all of the sessions in your own time zone on our website, globalhackweek.mlh.io/schedule. So I know we can't get the time zones in for every single hacker in the slides, but hopefully these two will make it easier for y'all to have those.
I posted that link for everyone as well.
Amazing. Ryan, you want to tell us how to actually get started today?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to go through a couple of kind of really common questions and areas of the event here, and then we're actually going to show you how to do all these things as well. So we're going to give you the information up front, and then you'll actually see how to do them yourself. So let's go to our first one here on check-in. And there's a couple of different ways you're going to check in throughout the course of the week. One of the first and most important ones is on our week-long event page. That's the one you actually registered for. So you're going to check in on that page once, but on that page, there are typically links out to all of the other daily pages. So it's good to bookmark and come back to. Those daily pages are the next way you're going to check in. Throughout the course of the week, each day, including today, has its own check-in page. And over the course of the week, if you check in on all of those pages, you're actually going to earn yourself some bonus stickers and swag that we'll talk about in the next set of slides here. But you do want to make sure you're doing that as well. And then the final two pieces of getting checked in, our swag form is just a really important form that we like to highlight here. We need this to get some additional details from you to kind of administer the event, some information about your Discord, some information about how you're participating, so we can actually get stuff out to you. And then finally, anytime you attend one of our live sessions like that Twilio Quest workshop with Joe or Jack's Autocode or Ritvy's track, you're actually going to get a point for checking into that event. And you're going to do that right on a live session page. You should be able to click the link in the calendar or in the schedule and actually get directed right to that page. All you need to do is just a one-click check-in to earn your point for those events as well. So a little bit about check-in. I know there's a lot of steps there and a lot of information. Again, we'll show you how to do it here in a second. Let's talk about swag a little bit. I suspect there's a few questions about swag in chat, as always. If you bring me to my next one here, we'll give them some details. So if you complete our registration challenges this week, you will earn yourself a postcard and stickers in the mail. That'll come as a letter from the MLH team. And you'll get those a couple of months after the event, typically, particularly if you're based in India. If you're based in the US or Europe, it's usually a little bit faster than that, but they do take a little bit of time to get out to hackers. And then if you check in each day and attend at least 3 live sessions over the course of the entire event, so over the course of the whole next week, you're actually going to earn yourself a set of bonus stickers as well. And these bonus stickers usually combine into like a really cool pattern or something like that. We'll post a teaser image for them at some point over the course of the week. We want to make sure you're earning those for sure. Even more swag. What? Yeah. We are going to be doing our random acts of swag again. Those of you who are at our last local hack day event will remember Mary and I and some of the other MLHers actually giving out swag drops throughout the event. We're going to be doing this again. If you are being nice to other hackers, if you're helping people out, if you're just actively participating in Discord, you're showing off something cool, there's a random chance that Mary, I, or another MLHer will come by and just drop you a little bit of swag. We'll send you some random stuff that we have at the MLH facility, some nice local hack day gear, some MLH tees, something like that. We don't know exactly what it is because we actually find out post-event, but you can get yourself a really cool swag pack just for being an awesome community member and hanging out during Global Hack Week. Alrighty, so getting into Discord here. We've got, we do want to make sure everyone is on Discord. This is going to be one of the most important pieces of the event. And this is really where you connect with the community during Global Hack Week. To get started, just head to discord.mlh.io and authenticate with your account. Once you do get authenticated, it's actually going to automatically redirect you, or there's a launch Discord button in the app itself. Once you're into Discord, you're just going to have our basic member role that all hackers receive. To actually join the Global Hack Week stuff on Discord, you want to make sure you use the Join GHW Share channel and click on the little emoji reaction there to get access to the rest of our channels. Don't skip that second step. It's really important, or I'll be replying to you on Discord and telling you to do it. And then finally, later on, once you've picked a guild, you're actually going to go back to discord.mlh.io and select your guild there. And that's how you get added into their specific guild chat channel as well. And I think guilds is our final piece here. So as Mary mentioned, guilds are extremely important this week. They're a smaller community within the Global Hack Week community. We have thousands of hackers participating. So do encourage you to find a guild that kind of fits your time zone. Maybe it's from your local region. Maybe it's just about something you're really passionate about, like melons or sharks for some reason. I'm not sure why our community has that obsession. But to actually join one of these guilds or find one, you're going to use the hashtag join my guild or hashtag looking for guild channels. And you can actually post in there or see posts from guild leaders to learn more about the various guilds and why you should join each of them. And then again, to join, just go back to discord.mlh.io. Cool. So am I getting ousted here, Mary? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I did schedule a special guest to come on the stream.
If nothing else, more than a year into doing these with you, I'm used to it. I'm still a little hurt, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. All right. Well, I'll see you all in a bit, and hope you enjoy the special guest.
Bye, Brian. I'm going to be bringing on a special guest who's just going to be doing a little bit of a demo of how to get registered, get checked in, everything that you need to do to be ready. I see our special guest maybe has some fans. I don't know. We'll see. Could be TNR, could be someone new. Lots of questions. I'm gonna give our guest a minute, but if I could get a drum roll in chat, I want to see some excitement for who I'm bringing on. Oh, Sashika's here. Hello. Maybe it seems like people maybe some people don't believe it's TNR. We're getting some question marks from people.
Hello.
It is TNR.
How we doing?
I'm doing amazing, but I actually don't know if a lot of people here know who you are.
I mean,
sure. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Well, what do you mean they don't know who I am?
They're new to the community.
Yeah, but surely they heard about the community because of me, probably, right?
I mean, like, probably, but like just on the off chance that they didn't know who you are, like maybe there's like one person watching who doesn't. I feel like it's worth a quick intro, right?
I mean, sure. I suppose we could manage it. I'm totally not. Last name Ryan. I am a prolific hacker. Love Global Hack Week, local hack days. Like many of you, this is my first Global Hack Week, but usually top of the leaderboard when we used to do that. Since then I've been kind of helping out with certain guilds, kind of going to a bunch of sessions. Just a very active, very awesome, very cool hacker, I think is the way I would describe myself. Does that feel fair?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, totally not. Ryan is someone I bring on to a lot of our streams just to show folks kind of what's going on throughout the week and help out with stuff. It's just nice to have like a fresh face, I guess, on this stream between, normally you just see Ryan and I. So we like to bring TNR on just to shake things up a bit. I have a bunch of folks here, though, who haven't gotten checked in yet. So I was hoping you could do a little on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So if you just go to the Global Hack Week website, so globalhackweek.com or ghw.mlh.io, and then click into share here is what we're looking for. And then I figured you were going to ask me to do this. I actually did not register ahead of time. I just want to get ahead of that. I want to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is just click this register button. I have agreed to the code of conduct. Good. North America. Yep. And I've gone through this process before, but you should, of course, make sure. And now if you didn't just register right now, you do need to check in still. So I'll be helpful. Let me just post this in chat for everybody. If you check in there, that's the week-long page is what y'all call it. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right.
I'm an expert after all. Certainly checks out. So I'm checked in. I'm registered. I'm checked in. That's it. Right?
Cool. Yeah, that's really all you needed to do there. We already showed folks what's on the schedule today. Do you want to maybe like tell people which events you're excited for, show them how to navigate to the schedule?
Yeah, for sure. So if you come back to the website here, oh, actually, I need to do the daily check-in page, but we'll come back to
Mhm.
that. So schedule, you're just going to do the little menu up in the top and then go to schedule, or that really sweet Google Calendar as well also works.
Mhm.
But if you come in here, you can go in and click on the things that you're excited about, like maybe this one about sharks, I think. And if you come in here, you can just register for it, just like you did for the main event. I'm kind of excited about the auto code one. I think honestly, the embedded systems track. I think
Yeah.
I like a track, so I might check that out as well. Is there anything that you're looking forward to?
I'm really excited for Hack with Swift tomorrow morning. I think that one's going to be a ton of fun.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. Have you
Um,
met Swift before?
I mean, people think that I'm his brother sometimes, which is really. I think it's that whole confusion with me and Ryan, but like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know what's going on there. But I actually have met him. I bumped into him once or twice.
Okay,
He,
cool.
yeah, he's a big supporter, big
Yeah.
fan. He comes to me kind of like a personal advisor type of situation, but
Yeah,
not a
I
big
can
deal.
hear this.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Could I get checked in for the day as well?
yes, I think you should do that.
So I'm on the day one page here, and I'm just gonna do the same thing: register and check in, and easy peasy, it checked me in automatically. And again, I'll post that for the crowd as well.
Yeah.
Uh, do we want me to show folks a little bit of Discord as well
Yeah.
while I'm here?
Yeah. Why don't you go introduce yourself in Discord while we're at it?
All right, cool. So I'm in the Discord here, and then I already went through the Discord.mlh.io process. But if you just go down to this join Global Hack Week share channel, all you have to do is click this little reaction, and then you're in, and then you've got access to these other channels here. And then I'm going to say something like, "Heyo, I'm the best hacker ever," and then I'm sure hackers are going to react to that and confirm that. Like a lot of 100 reactions would be perfect, I think. If we could just get on the 100 train at home, everybody, if we could make that happen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Other things to know in Discord, there's a tickets channel as well normally, which it looks like is not up yet. But if you need any help throughout the weekend, you can like open up a ticket and talk to MLHers, which is super handy. There's like an Ask MLH channel, which is really good normally. I see a little shark here, of course. Jacqueline posted that. Makes sense. Yeah. That's basically it. It's actually that's all you have to do to get signed up and ready to go.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to share with the folks at home? Any other like words of wisdom you have for, coming from such a prolific hacker as yourself?
I mean, sleep is certainly one thing. If everyone else sleeps, it means I'm going to get the most points. So I typically recommend everyone sleep a lot, like sleep like 16 hours a day, just so I have a leg up and so I'm able to, secure as many points as possible.
That's a piece of advice.
Yeah, for sure.
It technically is a piece of advice.
It is a piece of advice. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we're running out of time to have you on the stream, TNR. We might need to bring
Am I getting shooed off stage? Are we starting the week on such a No, I mean it's cool, I guess. Have fun with Ryan, I guess. I'll catch you all later on.
See ya. I'm gonna bring TNR back again tomorrow. We'll see if he tries to get himself the most points again. But we can have a chat later about him not, wanting you all to get the most points of anyone. You did my man TNR bad.
Hello.
I think people are mad at me, Ryan.
Why are they mad at you?
Because TNR told everyone that they should sleep the whole day so that he gets the most points. So I had to get him off.
It's certainly a piece of advice.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
I don't know that I agree with him. I think sleep a reasonable amount, but attend as much as you can, learn as much as you can, ask a bunch of good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now people are happy you're back now.
Wait, hang on. I missed the question I actually wanted to click on. Somebody said this one. Who is YNR? And I'm wondering, what's a word that could be YNR? It's like totally not Ryan. I'm sure this is a typo. I don't mean to call the person out, but I'm now wondering who actually is YNR. This could be someone
YNR
else.
would be yes, not Ryan.
Yes, not Ryan. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Like people might say, like, are you Ryan? Yes, I'm not Ryan.
You are not Ryan. Also good.
Yeah,
You are not Ryan. There you go.
That's a little bit of a mind puzzle.
Awesome. What else do we have that we want to tell everybody at home about?
Yes, we've got a few more things. I want to talk a little bit about challenges. So we have a lot of things on the schedule, so a lot of workshops and live sessions and panels. But there's a bunch of time in between those things that you might want to hack on other projects. So we have what we call challenges for you every single day. And really what these are is just a project prompt. So it's something to kind of spark your creativity and give you an idea of something to build. We're going to have new ones released every single day. There's some up on the website right now, and a really wide variety of them every day. So today we have some that are encouraging you to build a Discord bot, some of them that are having you design things for other hackers. So it's not all like big coding projects. It's a lot of different types of things. You are not meant to do all of these. Just pick the ones that are interesting to you. And then as you submit them, we're going to keep track of everything you do, and you'll get that in your daily points email. Yes, Ryan.
I'm going to highlight this question because I think it's good. Yes. We're going to do a full Q&A at the end, but I do want to highlight this one because it's very relevant. Yes. Can you talk a little bit about this?
Of course. So we are not going to have week-long challenges this time around. So we're going to have challenges every single day for you. There will be a few challenges that come back multiple days, but we're not going to do any that are just available the entire week. Really just to try to avoid confusion and make it a little bit simpler for everyone. So you don't need to worry about week-long ones anymore. It's just the challenges that are available that day. Yes. Do you want to talk about tracks a little bit? So tracks are something that we trialed at Local Hack Day Build, and they went over really well. So we're bringing them back. And what these are they are just technical live streams that last more than just one session. So most of our events are 1-2 hour session where you build something. These tracks consist of 3 to 4 of those sessions. So you're just building larger projects. The big things I want to mention about these are you don't have to go to every single session in the track. So at the end of each one, our leader of them is going to upload all of their code to GitHub. So you could just download it and be ready to go at the next session. So you could jump in like on day 3 of these and still already have all of the code ready to go and, start up right there. The 3 that we are doing though is a mobile development track with Manya. I'm so excited about this one. This was highly requested. I feel like for a long time, people have been wanting more mobile development, but I know that can be really hard to fit into just a 2-hour session. So I'm super excited that Manya is doing one throughout the week. We've got that embedded systems track with Ritvi, which Ryan already mentioned is starting tonight at 12 p.m. Or 12 a.m. Eastern time. My apologies. And then our very last one is brought back from Local Hack Day Build because y'all loved it so much. And it's our web development track with Hana. So if you really want to dive into any of these topics this week, the tracks are the perfect opportunity for you to do them. The other thing I want to point out is web development doesn't start till a little bit later in the week. So you very reasonably could do multiple of these. It shouldn't be like too much since you can do like most of the embedded systems track before you would even start web development. All right, Ryan, we have a lot of people to say thank you to.
Absolutely.
This event would not be possible at all with the partners who come here and support our event. They're the reason we're able to send you all swag and the reason we're able to run this event for free. So I want to make sure that they get a huge thank you. They're going to be doing really cool stuff this week. So I can't wait to tell you all about them. You want to tell us about our first partner?
Absolutely. So our first partner here is Twilio. For those of you who have been to other MLH events, you know that we do a ton of work with the Twilio team. They're awesome. If you've never heard of Twilio before, though, they help you send SMS messages, calls, emails, things like that programmatically and actually very easily as well. They've got great documentation. Joe's going to be doing a workshop tomorrow morning, and then they also have challenges throughout the week. If you've never used Twilio before, they're great. They have a soft spot in my heart as well because my very first hackathon project used them. So definitely check out Twilio this week.
The next one I want to talk about is DSO. If you hack at a lot of MLH events, you've probably seen them out here. They're a decentralized blockchain platform. The reason I'm so excited about them being here is I know, like, just from my personal experience, blockchain is something that I always want to learn about. And for the longest time, I just felt so intimidated by it and I didn't know where to start. So I'm so excited that we have DSO here. And they have brought a ton of really cool beginner-friendly challenges. So if this is something you've always wanted to learn, this is your sign to go ahead and do it this week. There's a workshop on Wednesday and then challenges throughout the week.
Next up, we've got Linode. Linode is a cloud services provider, so they help you host websites, store things online. I have a bunch of different services that can help you. They're kind of like a toolkit or toolkit for developers. I know that historically their workshops are really, really heavily recommended by local Hack Day and Global Hack Week participants. So I'd definitely make sure you bookmark those Tuesday and Wednesday workshops, or at very least watch back the recordings. And they're going to have challenges throughout the week as well. And I know there's a free credit offer this week as well. If you're looking to get started on their platform, you can get access for free.
Yes. The next partner I want to talk about is GitHub. GitHub is one of my favorite tools to use. If you haven't used it yet, it makes collaborating with other hackers and other people you're working on projects with so seamless. Probably one of the most essential tools within the hacker community. They're going to be doing a workshop tomorrow, and then they have a bunch of challenges throughout the week. So I'm so excited to see how you all use GitHub throughout the week. I know we have a lot of GitHub fans in the Global Hack Week community.
Absolutely. Next up, we've got VeriSign, who is our official domain sponsor of Global Hack Week Share. They're going to have challenges throughout the week, but VeriSign helps power.com. So you're going to see a bunch of things around registering domains or making your first website with them. I know that's a really popular area of interest for hackers. So I'm sure this will make a lot of sense for a lot of you to check out here.
Absolutely. And then I want to talk a little bit about Coil. If you aren't familiar with them, they make monetizing web content really easy. So it's a really awesome way for creators to be able to get paid for the content that they're making. They're going to have 3 challenges throughout the week. So go and check them out, add them into all of the web hacks you make this week.
And then our final partner here for Global Hack Week Share is AutoCode. If you've never heard of AutoCode before, they've got a really cool platform. I think the thing that's probably most applicable to folks here is they make it really easy to build Discord bots. They're going to have workshops literally right after this and on Wednesday, and challenges throughout the week. Also, Jacqueline is mega active in the community. And so if you need any help, I'm sure she's available and excited to help you with it. I definitely recommend checking them out, and really appreciate them joining us this week.
Yes. Just going to echo all of that one last time. Huge thank you to all of the partners who made it possible. I've gotten a preview of some of the content they're bringing y'all this week, the workshops they're doing, and it looks so good. So I can't wait for you all to get to learn from them and use all of the really cool offers that you're bringing you. Check in Slack if you all have more questions about our partners. We are going to be around all week to answer questions about them. Let's talk a little bit on a more serious note, though, about the code of conduct. Everyone who's here this week has already agreed to the MLH code of conduct. If you haven't read it yet, definitely recommend making sure you go and read it so you know what exactly you agreed to. But the TLDR is that MLH hackathons and all MLH events like Global Hack Week are a safe space for everyone. Abuse and harassment is never tolerated. I want you all to have an amazing week, and I know that starts with you feeling comfortable and safe here. The biggest things that I always want folks to keep in mind is there's someone on the other side of the screen from you. It's so important to keep in mind. Not everyone is necessarily comfortable with private DMs or a lot of messages or ads on social platforms and things like that. So the most important thing is just asking and not expecting a response from people or different things back from them. It's a human on the other side there. If anything happens this week that makes you feel uncomfortable at all, don't hesitate to reach out. We have an email right here that you can talk to at any time. yeah, I want you all to have fun this week, and I know that it starts with this.
Nice.
I don't give a thank you for everyone for being here. Are you ready to get started, Ryan?
Yeah, of course I'm ready to get started. I feel like I've been waiting weeks here. If, you said this the other day, I'm going to steal your language, but it simultaneously feels like it's been years since the last local hack day, and it was like 2 days ago at the same time, and like very excited to do it again. I feel like I always enjoy doing these events in the community and like seeing people day over day go through them. So thank you for being here, and super excited to go through Global Hack Week share with all of you. So.
Yes, we're so excited to spend the week with you. People are already asking for the bonus point.
So we changed up the bonus points a little bit this go around. They're now easier to get, but you do need to get them during the either local hack day or I'm going to make that mistake so many times this week. The either global hack week today or during opening ceremony in this case. If you go over to our schedule, there's actually an event for the opening ceremony. And so your bonus point is just checking in to that event. And I'll actually post the link in chat for everybody as well. So I'll get that posted.
Yeah, we just wanted to make it a little bit easier for y'all so you don't need to go and fill out a form or anything at these sessions. You can just check into the event and it's going to be automatically recorded for you.
I fully expect to get memed every time I do this week. I feel like it's just going to keep happening. Like I've been fighting it for weeks now. Yeah. I'm trying to retrain myself.
Yeah. So. And I think we have one more thing that I want to call out. So I wanted to make sure y'all had first access for signing up for our next event. I know it might sound kind of silly to be talking about an event we have in the future, but the people who are here at this opening ceremony are some of the most active people in our community. So I think you deserve the first sign up spots. We have registration open for a knit right now. So a knit is the event that initializes our new season. I love this event so much. It's where we do things like announce the season mascot and other really cool hacker focused announcements for the next season. So make sure you go and get signed up because we're going to be dropping info about it over the coming months. And you're going to get that info if you're signed up for the event. Yeah, so we want to see you back here for that.
Absolutely. I see a bunch of really good questions coming into the chat and a couple of folks who are still confused about certain things. We are going to go into a Q&A right after this, so don't worry. We're not going anywhere. We're going to answer any question you have. I do want to say about a knit, I'm super excited to see Totally Not Ryan unhinged, trying to discover what the season mascot is again. Anyone who witnessed that last year, I feel like I'm ready for that energy again. Whiteboard out, like sticky notes everywhere, trying to uncover who the new season mascot is. I'm very excited for it. So
TNR went into full detective mode, and I don't know if he's listening right now. I don't want it to sound like we're making fun of him. Like, we respect it, but it was incredible, and I really want you all to get to witness that.
Here's a relevant question.
Yeah. Our current season mascot is Frankie the file system ferret. Do you want me to go through some slides we can go point them out?
Yeah, if you go back to the magic carpet one, that's my favorite one.
I think that's my favorite one too. There we go.
It's a little ferret there.
That's Frankie. Yeah, a really adorable file system ferret.
Yes. So we are going to jump into our Q&A here. We're going to answer questions as long as y'all have them, and then we will cut ourselves off at 1:30 Eastern time for that auto code workshop. If we finish up sooner than that, we'll play some tunes for y'all. But if you have questions, please throw them into chat, and we're happy to go through and answer some of those. And bear with us as well. We're going to try and answer every question, but it does normally get flooded a little bit at the start.
Yes, and we're like, the way we see the chat, it's really hard to scroll back. So if you posted your question while we were going through the slides, please repost it because we're not like scrolling back. We're starting. You want to say maybe we're starting like
at that season mascot one.
At the season mascot one, yeah.
Yep. Awesome. So our first one here, one question in the mobile development track. Can we submit making clones of popular mobile apps ourselves? Generally speaking, yes. When you say clone, like if you're cloning the functionality and writing it yourself, generally totally fine. Like actually one of my first hackathon projects was making a Twitter clone. You're more than welcome to do that. You can't submit submit someone else's code as if it were your own though. So you can't like rip the code and submit that. You do need to write your own functionality. That makes sense?
Someone asked what to do right after this. A workshop is happening in 45 minutes from now where you're going to build a Discord bot. So just stick around and do that right after this.
I love this energy. Already on the calendar for Init. Thank you. We love to see it.
That makes me so happy.
Do you want to answer this one?
Okay, what one has to do in the respective events? Great question. So it really depends on the event. I think the general advice that I'll give you is like this event is meant to be whatever you want it to be. We purposefully make this event very open-ended. So if you're going to an event and let's say it's your very first time programming, I would try to follow along as best you can, but don't put a bunch of pressure on yourself to leave with like a perfect project. And then maybe you go to another session and you try to like do a little bit more there. So I would follow along at like the kind of to the extent that you feel comfortable with. If you've been in the community a long time, some of these sessions might be like a little bit more beginner friendly than like the point that you're at. So add more onto your project. That's kind of how it's meant to be. The other thing I'll say is like, there's also nothing wrong with just watching the live sessions and not doing anything during them. Like you can learn a lot just from watching someone else code. So if it feels like too much pressure to be trying to follow along, just like sit back and watch. You can pull up the recording later on if you want and like pause it and do things yourself. But do whatever you like have the bandwidth to do and feels right.
Yeah, totally agree. I really like this question from Gary here. Do you send swag to the South Pole? Technically, we have before. We're going to go back into MLH history here, but back when this event was called Local Hack Day, and in fact, it was a local hack day, we did have some researchers in Antarctica who participated one year, and we did send them swag. So technically, yes, we have sent swag there.
Yes.
And I'm going to give us the credit. So.
There's actually, when I wrote like a little blog post on the history of Local Hack Day when we rechanged the name, and I found this clip that I love of John, who's the co-founder here, saying, "What's up, penguins?" To the Antarctica Local Hack Day hackers. So if you go and find that blog post and or you scroll really far back on our Twitter, you can find John saying hello to all of the penguins who are hacking with us.
Exactly.
This is a great question. Can we rewatch the streams in case we're sleeping? Yes. So they all exist on our Twitch channel for I think 90 days after, and then over on our YouTube forever. So you can go watch last year's Local Hack Day streams if you want. But yeah, we keep them up because we know y'all need to sleep at some point, and we have content running 24 hours in the day. So if you miss anything, do not worry.
My internet just cut. What was the bonus point slide? I'm going to post the link again for you here, but just bear in mind, you probably asked this question a while ago, but the link is now down there in chat for you. So,
we're fighting in the comments. On a scale of 1 to 19, how many Bahajas are you? How many Bahaj is excited are you for Global Hack Week? That feels like a tongue twister. I think I'm 20 Bahajas.
I think I'm down to like 12 or 11 at this point. So I'm going to say like 12 or 11 Bahajas. I'm working through them
That's
slowly.
All you can, like, yeah. Well,
that's all I have at this point. For those of you who don't know, I formally was given 19 Bahajas by Jacqueline and some other community members. But I've been slowly giving them away to hackers and MLHers and things like that. So down to 11 or 12 at this point.
Well, I own 0, but I'm still 19 Bahajas excited for this.
What are these points? This is a really good question that we get every time. The points are made up. They're kind of like that show, Whose Line It Is Anyway? They're made up. They're just for fun. They don't actually mean anything. Every time you complete a challenge, every time you check into something, really anytime you do just about anything at Global Hack Week, you actually earn yourself a point. And they're kind of a way for you to measure your progress over the course of the week, measure your engagement. They're really something that's there for you to engage with if you'd like it. If you don't like them or you don't care for them, no need to worry about them either. They don't actually impact the swag you get or anything like that. They're just there for you to be like, oh my God, I'm an awesome hacker. I earned 100 points at Global Hack Week, and or whatever amount of points you do end up earning.
Yeah. Kind of think of it as like, at the end of the year when you get your Spotify Wrapped or like other platforms that tell you like what all you accomplished. That's why we track this for you. So you can look back and see like, oh my gosh, I earned 20 points this day. Like I built 20 things. It's just meant to be a cool piece of data that you can look back on and be proud of yourself.
Absolutely. How do we get started? Mary had a bunch of good comments on this when she talked about just engaging with the event. But check out the live streams, pick out a challenge or two that you're excited about, and really like start small. Like we know there's a ton of stuff at Global Hack Week, and that's part of the design of the event. But don't let that overwhelm you. It's really low stakes, not competitive at all. It's really here for you to have fun, engage with whatever works for you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or anything like that, ask for help. But how to get started, really just like pick something that's exciting. That might be a cool challenge, might be a cool workshop. And just start there and see what that's like, and then come back and try and do that again.
Totally. Someone asked, where can I find the challenges we have to complete? To be clear, you don't have to complete any of the challenges. They're fully optional, but I think Ryan is going to pull them up. They are on the website though, which is globalhackweek.mlh.io/challenges.
I'm just going to share screen here and show folks, and then I'll post the link as well. If you're on the Global Hack Week website, though, you're just going to go up into this little burger menu in the corner and then click on challenges here. And this has our registration challenges as well as our kind of daily challenges down here. I'll post that link for y'all as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Someone asked, can we get a template of your slides? It has a really great theme. Yes, we actually do have a in our kind of like share package of all the cool posts that you can share. It has one of the slide templates, so I will send them to you. You can also download the like this cloud background that you see behind Ryan and I. You can make your desktop wallpaper. Vic, who's our graphic designer, made a ton of really cool stuff, so I'd love for you all to use it.
Yes. Here's one we haven't answered yet. Where can we get information on the tracks before they start? So we do have 3 tracks happening this week: web development, mobile development, and embedded systems. If you're looking for more detail, we can post that in Discord probably, maybe like the FAQ, Mary. You might have more insight from the coaches there.
Totally.
But we'll post that for y'all in Discord so you have some extra background on them. It's a great question. I see a couple of questions about points here. We talked about that already here. How to know we've checked in daily? I can show you on stream here real quick. I'll borrow TNR's account for a second. I don't think he'll mind. So if you come up to the top of any of our pages and click on this attend button, you can see there's a green button to say that you're checked in and that you can join the event. So I can see that he's checked in for the week-long page here. And then if I go to the day 1 page, again, I can see, you are checked in, and there's this join online event button. That's really what you're looking for on each of these pages. You can find the list of all those pages right here.
Yes.
Cool. Good question, though.
And while you're there, do you mind showing folks where they submit their challenges?
Absolutely. So on the challenges page itself, each of these is going to have a link as part of the challenge that'll tell you how to submit it. So you can see there's a day 1 form here. So if we open that up in a new tab, I'm not signed in, but if you are signed into your Google account, there'll be a form that you use to submit the question. And then similarly here on dev post, some challenges are submitted there. And this is just, you're going to upload your code and kind of make a quick project on dev post to submit your hack there, your work there. A few of our challenges are automatic, which is maybe a good thing to talk about. So like if you, let's see here, join a guild as an example, we automatically count your points. We just pull that from our back end so that we can award you points as needed there.
And I'm going to do something a little crazy. I think I want to give out our very first swag drop right now.
Oh, I love it. I'm here for it.
So someone just said they tweeted to bring some friends and other people to this session. So if you could go ahead and open a ticket over in Discord, go to the MLH support tickets channel.
Hang on, I have to enable it for everyone. Give me 1 second. So yes. In 1 second, go to the
Hold, please. But open up a ticket and give me your email. I want to send you some swag. Thank you so much for sharing this with people.
I actually lied. It's already up. I was thinking about the event support tickets, but that's different. So yes, MLH support tickets, and you're good to go.
First swag drop of the event done.
You'll love to see it.
Someone asked, are all the events beginner friendly? Yes, they are. So I will say, like, some of them are maybe less beginner friendly than others. And my big recommendation there is like for those events that maybe feel a little bit more complex, just take a step back, and I would opt to like just watch the session or like take notes. Maybe don't put the pressure on yourself to like follow along 100% and complete the project. Yes, so all of them are, if you are a beginner, they're still there for you, but just some are going to be a little bit more technically complex.
Nice. Can you please tell something about team formation? I think this is a really good question. Most hackathons you attend will have some sort of team formation. Global Hack Week is a little bit of an exception. For Global Hack Week, the closest parallel to a team that we have is a guild. So you can go to the Join My Guild or looking for guild channels on Discord to actually find other hackers to kind of pair up with and work with throughout the week. But Global Hack Week is also a largely kind of independent event in a lot of ways too, where you're not strictly working with other hackers. You don't strictly need to in the same way that you would for kind of a weekend long hackathon. I feel like that was a confusing answer, but TLDR is there's no teams in like the 4 to 2 or 3 people sense, but you can join a guild that's usually 10 to 50 people in it and kind of connect with folks there. You are welcome to work together on projects for Global Hack Week. If we see that you've got like 15 people on your dev post submission, we'll say something about that. But as long as you all are working together and collaborating together, you're welcome to submit projects together as a team as well.
Someone asked for the Discord link. It is discord.mlh.io. I am also going to drop that in the chat unless Ryan is already on it.
Now you're on it. You got it. And while Mary is doing that, I'm going to do some rapid fire ones here. Can we do all solo? You are welcome to participate solo. That is A-OK. We do encourage guilds. We think they're a really good way to find other folks and make friends. But if you want to participate solo, you're welcome to do that. How to register for the $100 in Linode credit. It's asking rather for a credit card. It's also showing that the promotion code is expired or invalid. Any suggestions? If it is asking for a credit card, it's typically required to do that. It's a way of verifying people's identities. You won't get charged. It's usually just for setting up the account as long as you don't spend over that 100. If the promo code is expired or invalid, our team can look into that and get that fixed. Apologies for the inconvenience there. We will get that fixed for you shortly.
Yes. I know we already answered this one, but I'm going to address it again really quick. You submit the challenges based on like when you look at the challenge, there's a link to where to submit it, and that's where you submit it. So good rule of thumb is if it's a challenge that has you writing code, you're submitting it on DevPost, which is a platform that a lot of hackathons use. I will drop in Discord some like tutorials on how to use DevPost, but it's very simple. And then if it's something that doesn't have you writing code, you typically submit that on a Google form. But the source of truth is just wherever it's linked to from that challenges page.
Yes. Mary and I are more than 10 minutes behind on questions, so we're going to pick up the pace. Global Hack Day or Global Hack Week share website link. It's just going to be globalhackweek.com. In 24 hours, we need to log into at least 3 workshops to get bonus. If we miss a day or so, then. So to clarify here, over the course of the entire 7 days of Global Hack Week, if you want those bonus stickers, you need to attend at least 3 live sessions. And then you also need to check in each day, which Ryan is going to say with big air quotes and a wink, because every time we give you all a couple of spare days, but we do encourage you to check in each day to make sure you get them. Yeah. We try to give as many people stickers as possible. So the short version there.
Great question. Do we need to demo our projects? No, it's not required. You are going to see challenges this week that really encourage it because we have a little bit of a share theme, as you might imagine, but it is not required.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be building, to be completely honest. Again, what we'd recommend is taking a look at these challenges. And so if you come down here, you could, let's find a good example here. Build a Wordle clone is like an example of something you could build, right? If that's a little too specific for you, maybe you are going to build a hardware hack of your choice. And that could be as simple as just an LED that blinks on and off. It could be more complicated than that if you like. You could automate something. There's all sorts of different challenges on here. These are meant as kind of little kickstarts for a small project for you to create in 24 hours or less. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit.
Someone asked about the MLH Fellowship. We always get a ton of questions about this, which is why we are having a fellowship Q&A session this Friday. I think it's at 11 a.m. Double check the schedule for me, though. You'll hear more about it during the week, but they'll give you a bunch of tips on applying to the MLH Fellowship.
I like this one because it's now so delayed because we've been going through this is about the Antarctica shipment.
Ryan even ships swag in the deep sea.
Yeah, this one as well. If you want your swag delivered to the moon, I'll add it to the queue. I just don't know when we're going to start supporting moon shipments, so you might need to wait a little while. But this one also is like very triggering for me because there are people who believe that I'm out here like packing the boxes each day, but no. We've got a team that handles it, but I do not ship the things from my apartment. Fear not.
Oh my gosh. Someone asked, how do we check our points? You're going to get a daily email starting tomorrow with the previous day's points. So everything you do today will be captured for your email that you get tomorrow in your inbox. Usually we send those around 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is about an hour after those daily streams end.
Yes. How long will the daily challenges be available? They are within 24 hours. So it's noon Eastern time to noon Eastern time the following day, typically. We do oftentimes, bring challenges back. If you ever are a little bit late to submit something, Mary and I are happy to give you a bonus point to account for it. Generally speaking, 24 hours though, but if there's some reason you need a little bit extra time or anything like that, just reach out. We're happy to help you out. Again, Global Hack Week is meant to be fun and exciting and not super competitive or anything like that. So if you need any help, let us know and we're happy to make exceptions for you.
Yeah. Someone is asking for the guild points. We are going to be releasing a leaderboard of the top guilds, but we will certainly give some shout outs to guilds who are really active this week. So just come back to the daily streams. You never know if we're going to drop which guild gained the most people in one day or which one was the most active. But we won't release a formal list of that. Wait, what's Blahaj? I don't really know, to be honest. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the concept, but it is that shark in Ryan's background. So that 1 meter long stuffed shark.
It looks really small because it's in the background. Hang on.
Ryan's gonna give y'all a more close up of it.
They're huge. I'm like 6'1". They're massive. They're big. There is a long shark. They're a pain in the butt. Imagine having 19 of these in your home at one point. Be brutal, wouldn't it?
And our community has become fixated on them, and I am not really sure why, but I kind of get it. Once I saw one in real life, I kind of understood why people love them so much. You can purchase them from IKEA. We are not sponsored though.
Can we get a schedule for the events? Absolutely. So if you go to the website and again, just go to our menu up top here and click on schedule, there's a whole schedule here. There's also that Hackpack link. Mary, can you put that in chat for me? Because I don't remember what it is.
I can. Hackpack/GHW schedule. Or no, GHW
calendar. Yeah. Will we be able to build projects during this week? Absolutely. If you're looking to build something that's a little bit bigger than just one of these kind of quick challenges that a lot of our other things are, definitely recommend checking out the tracks as an option. And fundamentally, if you have a challenge that you really like a lot and want to spend more time on, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Remember, those points don't truly matter. So if you want to spend some more time, if you wanted to spend 3 days on one thing, that's A-okay. You can do whatever you like to get fun and enjoyment out of Global Hack Week.
Yes, and how to get swags. There's a couple things you need to do to get swags. The big thing is you need to be fully registered for this event. The most important thing to do, though, is go to our main check-in page because we are going to be sending you emails to tell you if you aren't fully checked in as long as you're on that one. So you want to check in on the daily page, you want to join our Discord, and you want to give us your address form. Those are going to get you the basic swag from the event. If you want to get some bonus swag or bonus stickers, you need to come to 3 live events at some point during the week. So if you're at this one, you've already checked off one of them. So you just need to come to 2 more after this.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Will all these sessions be recorded?
Yes.
They will be. They're going to be available on both our Twitch and YouTube channels.
Time to complete a project is going to be totally dependent of you. I love the advice Ryan just gave around if it's something you're really passionate about, spend the time on it. This is meant to just be space for you to work on cool things. So don't feel pressured like you're spending too much time or not enough time on a project. If you're learning something new, you're succeeding, you're doing exactly what we hope you're doing.
Do we need credit cards for anything here? You do need credit cards for Linode, it sounds like. You might need one for some of our domain-based challenges for VeriSign, and that's typically, again, for identity verification reasons. I don't believe there's any challenges that you need to purchase anything for, and if there are, we can certainly make exceptions. That's something we don't believe that you should need to pay for anything at one of our events, and that's really the goal here. The credit cards are primarily for just verifying that you're a real person, so that companies can give you free credit and free access to things.
Yes. And if people are posting more questions, Ryan and I are about 15 minutes behind right now in the questions right now, but we are going to get through them.
Yes. Alrighty. These events are such a great vibe, a happiness refilling for me. I love this. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear this. Yeah, this is like what Mary and I live for, so we appreciate it.
Yeah. Someone asked for the schedule in their time zone. So the two easiest ways to do that are either add it to your Google Calendar at hackpack/GHW calendar, or view it on the website on your own computer. I know when we screen share, it's in EST because that's where Ryan and I are, but it'll be in your own time zone when you look at it.
Awesome. I am going to show quickly how folks can message us here. I will zoom this in a little bit. You're going to see some extra channels here because I'm an admin on our server. But if you go to this Get Help section and then MLH Support Tickets, when you click on this Create Ticket button, it's going to open up a private channel for you and all of the MLHers, so you can get help from our team there. The only request with these is just be patient. Mary and myself are busy running the event. We do have Sedgel and some other folks on our team who are helping out. We do our best to get through tickets as quickly as we can. Just know that we are working on them. We promise we're not ignoring you.
Yeah. Someone asked for the tickets to redeem teas. So that is our random acts of swag I bet you're talking about. So these are just randomly given out to folks who have been really active or doing nice things for other people. So just be active in the Discord and come to live sessions, and that's going to boost your chances of winning one of those.
Do we have to submit the challenges with the email we have used to register? We do use your email as a unique identifier across different platforms. So if you wanted to get credit for registering on Discord, you do need to make sure that the email you registered for the event with and your Discord match. That's the only way we have to match you up, unfortunately. So just make sure you're using the same email throughout is generally our advice. If you run into any issues, though, open up a ticket and we can help you troubleshoot.
Yeah. I know we covered this one briefly, but yes, you are able to work on a team for projects. The only kind of ask we have there is only do it if everyone is actually contributing to it. Don't do it just to get the most points that you can, because points don't actually matter at the end of the day. What matters is y'all learning something.
Yes.
We just covered this one.
Oh, hang on. We're gonna give a shout out here. This is from Rowdy Hacks. Their event just happened last weekend, but if you'd like to attend Rowdy Hacks 2023, I don't know that they're doing mugs, but I've got to give them a shout out for the free mug here. So.
I love that mug so much.
Yeah. While we're on mug talk, can we see your mug as well? I know you have a cool.
I can. I finished my coffee during the stream and switched over to water, but my mug has a little mushroom on it, and we used to have a mushroom guild. I don't know if they're here this time around, but shout out to you all.
Maverick Mushrooms, if I remember correctly. Yes. All right. Where can we follow you guys? You can follow Major League Hacking at ML Hacks on Twitter and most other platforms. But if you look for Major League Hacking, I'm sure you can find us. Mary and I specifically, I'm at This Is Ryan Swift on most platforms. Mary, I don't know if you have anything you want to shout out, but
I'm at MP Siebert. I don't post that much though, so I'm probably not the most exciting MLH to follow. Follow MLH's account before you follow me. Absolutely
true. If you want to see my one tweet about each Global Hack Week every a couple of months, that's a good reason to follow me. But.
Someone asked, how does your team know if we attended 3 workshops? If you check into them. So on this schedule, both on the Google Calendar and the website, there's a link to the check-in page at every workshop. If you've checked in, we know that you're there. That's how we track attendance.
I do want to address this because this is a super common question that we get about the Indian postal system. We do send out our letters and swag post-event using kind of international mail. So that typically means whatever your country's local postal system is. Unfortunately, we do see a really high failure rate with Indian postal system in particular. We do promise we send a letter for every time you attend one of our events. They do take a while, first of all, and then also once they hit your country's local postal system, they're really out of our hands. But if you are having any issues, feel free to reach out to our team. We have shipping questions at majorleaguehacking.com if you're looking for any help with any of your shipments.
Yeah. Someone asked, how do I get signed up for the newsletter? In every email you get this week, at the bottom of it, if you scroll down, it's going to have a link to sign up for our hacker newsletter, our organizer newsletter, and our events newsletter. Highly recommend all three of them. I think we put out some really good content on them. So sign up if you ever want, like, we send a lot of career opportunities on them, just like cool blogs and articles we find, events coming up. Yeah, they're fun.
Each day we need to check in. So is it going to be a complete day of ET, like 0 to 24? Really good question. When we say days at local hack day or global hack week, we're really referring to 12 Eastern noon to 12 Eastern noon. That's our cycle. It's each time you see Mary and I on stream for one of our global hack week todays. So when we say today, that's what we're referring to there. You can also see those timings on our event pages typically. So I'll show you real quick here. I'll get the other screen added on. So if you click on this day one here as an example, you can see the hours right here for that event.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Someone said that they invited a lot of friends by sharing the referral form. So how you actually get the point for that is if they fill out that form. So they just need to give us your email and their email, and we're going to give you both a bonus point. I always give a few swag drops to people who are referring as well. So that's another good way to earn yourself some points, is we'll certainly give out a few there.
I got yelled at earlier in the stream in case you missed it, but I'm not doing it because I got yelled at by Jack and crew for not showing off the blahage. So you can also see one of my plants down here as well. I can't point right there as well.
Oh, looks so good. Big Jim.
Mm-hmm. It's actually Little Jim. Big Jim is the smaller one, which confuses everyone.
That is very confusing because of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Someone said, I am totally a beginner. Will that be an issue? No, not at all. I always say this, but I think that Global Hack Weeks are the best thing for beginners in our community, because at a traditional hackathon, you have 2 days to really get caught up to speed and everything. And I always find that hackers, sometimes it takes them halfway through the event before they really feel okay, I know exactly what's going on. At this event, you have an entire week. So you might feel the first day or two you're still kind of getting your feet wet with everything. And then you still have 5 more days to dive into things. So I always get so excited when I see that beginner hackers come to these, because I feel like this is the best crash course of being a hacker 101.
Yes. I've got 2 quick ones here. Laughing at our pronunciation of blahage. I would love to learn how to pronounce it correctly. Yes. Post if you could give me a dead simple how to read this thing, I'd love that. And then also a really good one here. If I filled out the address form in another hackathon, do I need to fill it out again? You shouldn't need to, rather, but in your email tomorrow with your point totals, it'll actually tell you what challenges you've completed. And if you've done the address form previously, you'll see that you completed it, even if you haven't submitted it. So you should be good to go there. That'll tell you if you need to do it again or not.
Yes. I want to address this since it's so important. Can anyone catch me up on Discord? So big things you need to know: discord.mlh.io, join our server, and then head to join GHW share and hit it with that emoji reaction. That's the 3 most important steps to do right now.
We should also say the first time you join, you also have to agree to the rules. There'll be a little box in the upper or bottom portion of the screen, but you should be able to figure that out pretty easily.
I just love this comment. Swags are good, but I want to connect with good communities. So true. Okay, where are we at now?
107, it looks like.
Oh, great. Someone asked, we need to update our shipping address again if we were at local hack day build. No, if your address hasn't changed, you are good to go.
Yeah. Here's a really good one. Will there be any blockchain or Ethereum related events? Mary, you're going to have to help me with the schedule. But one of our partners, DSO, is a kind of decentralized blockchain company, specifically around decentralized social media and things like that. But definitely would recommend checking out DSO this week. They actually just very recently updated their documentation. I talked to a couple of hackers last weekend who were telling me how much nicer it is and how much easier it is to get going with it. So if you're looking to use blockchain, I'd recommend checking them out.
Yes, and their workshop is at 9:30 a.m. on a Wednesday morning.
There you go.
So April 6th, 9:30 a.m.
Eastern.
Learning is important. So true. Where are we at now? What are the prerequisites in order to participate in challenges? Most of them have no prereqs at all. When you're clicking through the event pages, there's a few that I did drop a couple recommended things in. Most of them are ones where like you're using a certain code editor or like something that you would want to download, and I've specified that, but it's very few. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you will be told if you need like, you know, to have something downloaded and running. Most of our presenters know that you probably won't though, and so they're going to walk you through how to do that.
Nice. Could I do 3 quick ones here?
Yes.
I love this. I really appreciate that you're having fun with the opening ceremony. We're glad to hear it. So we just wanted to make sure they got a shout out for that. Mary, you're still red on Discord. You need that active MLH role. You're getting called out here by the chat. They're upset with you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And then this one, we do like talk about this and joke about this, but I want to make sure we're addressing it for real as well. The event Global Hack Week is designed for folks all over the world. We do our best to accommodate everybody here. So there's plenty of events that are in the middle of the night for the United States and Europe as well. Please make sure you're sleeping. It's a 7-day long event. There's no intention that you're going to attend everything. Pace yourself, attend to what you can. There's recordings for everything. So really don't feel pressured to stay up or anything like that. You should be, you know, sleeping and taking care of yourself throughout the week. So just want to make sure we talk about it.
Very, very, very true. I think I went and fixed my Discord. I'll have to check afterwards.
Sorry, yeah, you're good. I just want to make my joke here. I'm really hoping that other member events, if you're watching, like send me a mug. I'll put it on stream. I'll use it for coffee. If you've got a mug, like I love a good novelty mug. So please.
I feel like now we need to do different mugs every day. Now that we've had some.
I don't currently own enough mugs for that.
I'll bring you some.
Okay,
I have enough.
Right. Yeah. I could go raid the MLH office actually.
Yeah, so. There's plenty in there. Mm-hmm. Someone asked, how do I refer a friend to this event? I believe it's hackpack/GHW referral. Let me make sure though.
While Mary gets that sorted out here, really appreciate it. We do our best to be welcoming and make sure everyone feels like they're part of the community here. So glad to see that. Glad to see that.
I don't remember what I made the hack pack link, so I'm just going to drop the form in the chat, and then I will go make a nice hack pack link for it afterwards.
Track for our record. I'm not entirely sure what this question's asking here, Rishav. For check-in, generally speaking, we're talking about like clicking this button on one of our hang on, I gotcha. We're talking about clicking on this check-in button on one of our event pages. If you want to ask this again in Discord or open up a ticket or something like that, I'm happy to try and help you out. But I'm not entirely sure I understand what you're talking about there, what you're trying to ask.
Mm-hmm. Are there any cybersecurity events? I don't believe we have any this time around. But if that's something y'all would like, I can definitely get that on the schedule for a knit. Surprisingly, I actually don't think we have one this time though.
Slight spoilers. I can't say too much here, but we do have an potentially exciting cybersecurity event coming to MLH member events sometime soon. So if you're looking for cybersecurity stuff, keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yes.
Little preview that I might get in trouble for. We'll see.
Ryan, what's your favorite programming language?
Personally, Python is like what I do the most work in. Something called Deluge, which I'm not super fond of, but Python is probably what I go to if I'm doing like a project for fun or a project for myself. Although I don't feel like I used to feel a lot more passionate about liking Python. I feel like increasingly I'm just like, yeah, different tool for every job, and like you got to use what you got to use sometimes. So
I think that's fair. Okay, this hacker gave us a pronunciation.
Blahai.
Blahai.
I'm gonna roast Jack. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Emma learns code. Thank you so much. This has made my day.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make sure Jack always pronounces it correctly now. I do want to. You go first, or I go first?
You go first.
Swag form doesn't have India in it. It's actually at the very top of the list. There are top like 5 or 6 countries aren't in alphabetical order. You scrolled down too far. So.
Yeah. What else do we have? I was literally going for the same question, but from a different hacker, I realized.
Also, Emma Learns Code. Do you want to open up a ticket in Discord?
Yes.
I want to give you a swag drop for teaching us this.
Python group is coming to support you. I cannot believe it, but we actually made it to the bottom of the chat. So as questions come in now, we're caught up.
We're doing them live.
Yes, every session is recorded. You can watch them on Twitch, which it looks like you're currently watching on. So you can watch it on here afterwards.
Here's a really good one I think is worth addressing. MLH actually works with lots of different cloud providers. At Global Hack Week, we're working with and promoting Linode throughout the week. So we do get this question occasionally. I think each of them's got good things. Each of them's got things that are a little frustrating about them. I think overall, though, like they're all trying to support developers and give them awesome access to tools and things like that. So it's really a lot about personal preference more than it is about anything else. But definitely would recommend checking out Linode this week if you're looking for a services provider.
Yep. A couple of folks have been asking about teams or if you can work individually. Most people work individually, so that is completely fine. If you are working on a project with a few other hackers, that is also fine as well.
So here's a good question. Ooh, you got it. So other than this event, are there any other events where we can get more swags easily? If you're looking to get swag, actually Major League Hacking sends out a letter with stickers and a postcard after every member event hackathon you attend. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So if you're looking to get more stickers and things like that, that's a great way to do it. But ultimately, the swag is really there to kind of get your foot in the door. It's a lot of... we'd love to see you actually build something at those events. That's ultimately what it comes down to. And if you're really looking to get swag, one of the best ways to do it is best ways to get it rather is by actually winning and submitting projects and hacks that use different sponsor texts. So if you're looking to get t-shirts or hoodies or socks or any of that kind of stuff that partners like to give out, building awesome hacks is a really great way to do that.
And this one just makes me so happy. Someone came here not knowing what this event was going to be about, and now they're ready to get started. That is the goal of this opening ceremony.
We'll fix this. We'll figure something out. Maybe not at this event, but we're going to fix this for you here.
I will say we had an incredible ML track at the last event, and you can go watch the recordings for that. So if that's something that you're passionate about, go and watch those on our YouTube. They were like really, really fantastic technical sessions.
Here's a good one. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, or I'm feeling very overwhelmed and confused. First hackathon, what to do? First and foremost, that's totally normal. Like, don't feel alarmed by that. I think I can't speak for Mary, but I can certainly speak for myself. I went to my first hackathon and like immediately was like, all right, this is like not the crowd for me. And, lo and behold, nearly 10 years later, I'm still in the community, still doing stuff like this. My best piece of advice, and I think something we've been talking about throughout the opening here, is just take it slow, take it step by step. Honestly, what I'd say is like pick a live stream. And even if you hang out here for another few minutes, you're actually going to see our first live stream right in the same spot. And, just follow along with that. Don't feel any obligation to code along. Just kind of check it out, see what it's like, and then maybe take a look at the challenges after that and pick out something that's exciting for you and work towards that if you're interested in it. Don't set too high an expectation for yourself. Take it slow and just try and kind of soak up information. So anything you feel like I'm missing there, Mary?
Nah, you covered it.
Nice.
Quick little question. Someone asked if only students participate or recent graduates. This event is open to anyone. So students, not students, professionals, boot camp students, everyone is welcome here.
Yes. What is that little glowing thing in your background, Mary?
It's a candle. It has like a funny name. I don't remember what it is. I think it was like Blue Oasis or something very vague that doesn't signal to what it smells like. And we do have bestie Jacqueline coming on in 7 minutes and now 6 minutes.
Yes. I don't know if this hacker could tell us where they saw this. I actually think we changed that. We're doing the random swag throughout the event. It's not actually at each session anymore. Yeah. If that's still on the website or somewhere, we'd love to get that corrected so it doesn't confuse folks.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the crowd? Or did we time this perfectly?
I feel
Like
like
5 minutes until
did.
Mary is on, or
I
till
really
Jacqueline is
feel like
on.
we did.
So this is an interesting question here. Is sneaking on others' code in GitHub an offense? I think what you're asking is like, can you use other folks' code, or can you like use open source things like that? There's a sort of fine line here, is the honest answer. If it's an open source tech, you're of course welcome to use it, right? Lots of code is built on the code of other folks. That's how that whole ecosystem lives and works. You shouldn't be ripping off someone's code directly and resubmitting it, though. You should be making tweaks to it, modifying it. You should be attributing them when you use it according to whatever licensing they have in their GitHubs. So just make sure you're doing it respectfully. And generally speaking, it's A-OK, and 100% expect that you're going to use other technology as part of any solution, right?
Yes.
Good question, though.
100%.
Yeah, here you go. There's a follow-up, right? If you're building a website, could you use a framework, or should it all be made of vanilla? That's exactly what we we're just talking about. You're more than welcome to use frameworks. You just want to make sure you're attributing them and giving them the credit that they deserve for their work.
Exactly. And another beginner here. We're so excited to have you. Can we bring back TNR? Yeah, I'll see if he's around tomorrow. I didn't schedule him as
he's probably already hacking.
Yeah.
My guess.
Yeah. So if he's free, yeah.
Nice.
We've got some fans.
Why don't we play a little tune here? We'll transition over to Jacqueline here up next. If you do have any other questions, Mary and I are going to be, and Sedgel as well, I should give credit to, are going to be in Discord throughout the week here. So if you have other questions, please ask us. We want to help you. We want to make sure you have an awesome event. Mary, any closing words from you here?
I just want to address this. Someone says, I want to laugh out loud, but I'm keeping the code. I'm guessing this has something to do with TNR, but I don't know what people are referring to here. I don't know. All right. I am so excited to see everything y'all do today, and very excited to see you all in less than 24 hours when I'm back on the stream. Happy hacking, everyone.
See y'all later on.